Alright, everybody, welcome back. It's a new video time. Like I said, a video a week, and here I am to bring it to you. So, in today's video, I'm going to discuss um the myth that is called junk volume for fitness, weight training and whatnot like that. The myth is really easy and simple. Um, is it a myth or is it a fact, really? So, according to recent people, i.e., people on the internet, Instagram, fitness influencers, apparently anything over 4 sets and anything over 10 reps. Is that really junk volume? Today, we will find out by Googling it. First thing, the idea that junk volume is a total myth is debated. See? So it's either or. There's more diminishing return, poor quality. So, see, this is right here. Set performs too far to failure. 50 reps with lightweight with a bad technique are often considered junk. Yeah, that's true. But then you have this guy, which is a science-based lifter, Jeff Nips. He says so. Now, it's not zero benefit. Even suboptimal volume can build endurance, mental toughness, or provide a great pump. From Axe and Sledge. Axe and Sledge, which you all know, is this guy. I tried that today. That did not go well. 6 sets too little. I did 19. I wanted about 20. I lost count. But, here, diminishing return, yeah, the main idea is that after a certain point, 10 to 20 effective sets per muscle group per week. Adding more sets yields very little growth. But that's the thing. I'm not all for, going super crazy, but you could do more than 10 to 12 reps, and you will build muscle. Because in my ideology, through my entire life, it's always been 1 through 5 is for strength. 6 through 10, 6 to 8, maybe 10, is for about size. 10 and, let's say 12. 12 and up is more for an endurance training. So it's not really junk volume, but you get all these people on the internet saying anything over 4 sets or 3 sets is pointless. You're not doing anything. You're not building muscle. You're kind of just wasting energy, which is a lie, in my opinion. Because if you are training for said endurance, it's beneficial to you. Like the concept of functional fitness, which I do plan on making a video about that, is bullshit. We'll get into that another time. But any volume isn't junk. If you are doing shitty sets constantly, like if you go too heavy and you're just cheap repping everything, yeah, you're just gonna injure yourself. You're not gonna get any muscle growth. I mean, you will grow to a point if you aren't very big, but once you do start to grow and see a significant increase in gains and whatnot, eventually you're just gonna stop growing. No matter how much you eat, no matter how much you rest, if it's shitty sets with shitty reps, you're not getting anywhere. Now, the bottom line, instead of a strict myth, think of it as a spectrum, as I just said. There's effective volume, suboptimal volume, diminishing returns, a truly unproductive volume, wasted time, energy. But you're not really wasting time and energy. If you think about it as this, Dorian Yates, he says he does no more than one set at least 6 reps. He warms up, then puts on his heaviest weight he can move comfortably, and then does his set, and then he's done. But then you have another one, like Ronnie Coleman, where he'll grab freakishly amounts of weight and move it like nothing for 12 to 15 reps, and he'll do a few sets. Yet again, these guys are mostly training to diminish the time at the gym, but not. They're just trying to not be in the gym for hours at a time. More or less, they want to be in and out because they got other things to do. It's also the point from Mike Metzer's viewpoint. But then you have Arnold, which would spend 2 to 3 hours in the gym twice a day when they weren't that big. But no. And then you have, people like Lee Haney and Frank Zane. They all have their own training technique. So it's more beneficial for you to find out what's working for you and find out what you want to do. And you see here, this dude, Jeff Nips, science-based trainer, says why you must void it for max muscle. The only way you could actually get maximum muscle is if you're on PEDs. I've got the 200 pounds. I was lifting pretty heavy weights from everything from curling, the deadlift, the squats, bench. I was fat. I felt fat. I felt out of shape. Did not enjoy it. I probably will do it again after this cut. I'll probably start maybe in September and do it for like a whole year, maybe a year and a half. Do it from September to 28th of January. But that'll be another thing. So pretty much, like it's very hard to determine what will work for you unless you do it. I've trained different styles. I've used to train. Well, really, I never really liked to go over 4 sets. 4 sets was always my max. But I've done 10, 15 reps on things. I've done 1 set of super heavyweight. Recently I've been doing 3 sets. Between 8 and 10. And 6 and 8 for some body parts. It's just because I'm not trying to be in the gym for 3 hours. Because I go to the gym after work. I'm tired. Hungry. I just want to go in. Work out. Move some weight around. Good techniques. Get the blood pumping. And leave. On the other side of that, because I only lift weights 3 to 4 times a week. The other days, you would assume would be a rest day. I use those as my cardio day. running, biking, jump rope, picked up boxing, kind of. Mainly, just hitting the bag with a 3-minute timer. It's a good workout. Burns the shit out of your arms. But let's take a deeper dive with the AI. Let's see. What does AI say? Key myths versus key myths versus facts. Myths. High reps or junk volume. Many believe anything over is junk and only increases fatigue. If you could do 12 to 15 reps with 500 pounds on your back, but it's so frustrating about increasing fatigue. Yeah, you increase the fatigue, but you're also building muscle because you're pushing the muscle beyond the limit. It's not with weight, but it's with reps. The effects. Research shown that a wide range of repetitions from 5 up to 30 can be equally effective for muscle growth. Like I just said, provided sets are taken close to failure. Pretty much, if you're doing 30, you're doing failure. Like I said, I did 225 for 19 squats. Probably could have gotten more, but felt my lungs were going to explode. A myth. There is a universal set cap per session. Per session? Yeah, per session. A common claim is that any set beyond 8 to 10 for a single muscle group in one session, it should be in a session, are useless. It doesn't. It does say how. It doesn't say. It says sets. Yeah. Who the fuck's doing 8 to 10 sets? That's a little outlandish to me. That's a fact. While returns diminish after roughly 6 to 8 sets per session. Oh, I get it. It's per session. Advanced lifters may require more to see growth, and studies have shown benefits up to 30 plus sets per week for stubborn muscle groups. Now, I do about 3 sets, so yeah, it's about 9 sets. For pretty much majority muscle groups. Like my chest, I'll do 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets. Flat bench, incline, and decline. And if I'm feeling like I didn't really do much, I'll do some pec fly or something. But for back, I do the 3 rows, the high row, low row, mid row, and then I usually do a pull down and a pull over. Now right there, that's like 16 sets. 3, 6, 9, 12. It's 15. That's 15 sets. Yeah. Bad math. Alright. 30 sets per week. Myth. Junk volume is always harmful. Some suggest it causes immediate overtraining or muscle loss. You're not really going to lose muscle if you are training. Because you're training. Like, yeah, you tear down the muscle, then the coagulated blood in some science terms, fill up the spot and make it bigger. The fact, true junk volume primarily wastes time and increases systematic fatigue. That's like doing a bunch of, I guess, like you're doing way too many, what's the word? Warm-up sets, to the point where when you go to your working set, you're already burnt out. It doesn't usually cause gain loss unless it consistently prevents recovery between sessions. So that's like, and I mean session for like a body part. So if you're doing like chest 3 times a week, but you're doing it close to each other, then yeah. It's like if you're sore, you can still work out, but you're more highly likely to hurt yourself. And what is actual junk? Volume becomes junk when it generates fatigue without providing a muscle, provides growth stimulus. Common indicators include insignificant effort, set stop too far from failure, typically more than 54 reps in reserve, are often considered junk for hypertrophy. I can't say this word. I've never been able to say this word with all the freaking fitness books I've tried to read. I know what it sounds like. It just, I cannot say it. My brain does not want me to say it, which is so annoying. It's hypertrophy. That's what's kind of the word. Poor technique, ego lifting, like I said, using momentum, ego lifting that shifts tension away from the target muscle, doing heavy curls and you feel it in your back. That's not good. Performance decay. If you perform so many sets that your strength drops significantly, you can only do 50% of your potential weight. Like I said, do too many warm-ups. Your top sets or your working sets are shit compared to what they were last week. Then you have the lack of recovery, kind of why I skip every other day. If you are still extremely sore or weaker by your next scheduled workout, your previous session's volume may have been excessive. So pretty much everything I said about it is true. Junk volume doesn't really exist, but as you see, it's a very well topic on YouTube. Everyone's made a video about it. Like 52 sets? Nah. Some people don't believe it, some people do believe it. And all I can say is, it really determines on what your training style is and what it's for. Some people would say running a mile is good enough for your cardio. If you're running a marathon, you're not just going to run a mile. You're going to run at least 10. Also depends on the marathon. I think a 5K is 3 miles, so you do about 2. Take a day off 2. But the thing with running is you could do it consistently, at least every day, and your speed will get pretty faster, your endurance will be better. Ooh, sorry, just tired. We have this guy made a video 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 1 year ago. See, these guys are... what the fuck is this? Debunking the junk miles myth? Like, everyone has their own opinion, and they think they're right. But the only right opinion is what works. So yeah, if it doesn't work for you, then it's not for you. Like, even if you want something like, the benefits of junk volume, go watch this guy. 25 sets, 10 reps. I've done 10 sets of 10 reps. Then we have a bit of a reference here. Set volume for muscle size, the ultimate evidence-based Bible. They apparently have some good stuff out now, too. Go back. So, in conclusion, is what I said. It depends what you are training for. If you're training for endurance, there's really no such thing as junk volume. Even if you're trying to be a bodybuilder, mixed martial artist, because I boxed, and when you had a fight coming up, you were training for 2 to 3 hours that day, and then you would recover, and you wouldn't even train the day before. You would take that day to rest, let your body recover from the intense training, and then fight day, or fight night, whatever you want to call it, the only thing you do is you just warm up, right? Pretty much right before your fight. You warm up your shoulders, you warm up your hips, do a little stretching, get your hammies, your quads good and going, your hips. And then you fight, and then you don't really train till the next week. So take my word from it that it's literally just a myth. There's no such thing as junk volume unless it's shitty form, the weight is too heavy, and you're just either super exhausted from the last workout, or you're still sore to the point where you might injure yourself. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Like, subscribe, tell your family. And in the meantime, while I figure out how to start vlogging and editing these videos a lot better, there will be more to come in the upcoming future. So until then, I'll see you.